Hello. Okay, good day everyone. Thank you for coming to this YouTube channel Trade Live with Precise Trader. Today is 4th of September and this is US session and we're going to do a focus trading. And before we move on, let's look at the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose. Use your information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess the risk of your trade with your broker before you put in your trades. So with that, we move on to our live discussions and analysis. So the key data that is out today, in fact, from the Swiss, we had a CPI month on month, which was forecast was 0.0 and came out to be negative 0.1. Then we had a ADP non-farm employment change from the US. Okay, for forecast was 73k and came out to be lower, so which means to say it's about 54k. And unemployment claims is slightly higher, and we are expecting another half an hour's time ISM services PMI from the US. So overall the data is all soft and is coming out to be bad. Okay, I think for sure now the interest cut is already been factored in. The question is whether is it going to be like a 0.25% or 0.5%. I think most likely we would know the answer by tomorrow when we look at the non-farm payroll data. So if the data comes out to be bad tomorrow, then for sure we can expect the gold to spike up further towards the high. So now let's move on to our trades. So we had a couple of trades open. In fact, we are long gold against US, and we are long gold against euro and gold against Aussie. Okay, sorry, two two trades, gold against US and gold euro. I think the Aussie, I think the order wasn't filled. I think we missed it, so probably we may need to look into it. So now let's discuss this trade in detail. Then also at the same time, let's also look into the Dow. So now the Dow has just started. Okay, maybe we'll look at the Dow first, then we'll concentrate on the gold. Okay, the Dow on the weekly. Okay, on the weekly, this looks like this has made a top. Okay, we have seen the high on the weekly, so probable because we are seeing this week is also weak, is trading below the open and previous week also. So the only question is whether have we seen the down move on the daily. Okay, the daily is still yet to turn. Okay, the daily is yet to turn, so possible we may see the price moving higher one more time before the market is really going to turn down. Okay, so the daily is yet to turn down, so that is another clue which we need to pay attention to. Okay, let me see the hourly. So when we look into the hourly also seems to be market has maybe the correction down is already over. So that means to say that price is expected to test the high, and probable it may push higher beyond this point. That means, we should be able to see the price going beyond that level. So now let's see on the 15 minute. Let's put in this trade then before we move on to the next the gold in detail. So looking at this probable, we may have seen a temporary base, so we should be seeing the price moving higher. So we should be looking to go for a buy on this. So what we can do is we can go for a half lot buy at the market with the stop below 45,075. Then we'll go for another trade also. So let's put in this trade first, then I think we can move on to the next trade. Okay, let's go for a buy. Okay, buy at market. So we got to put a stop below 145,075. Okay, we'll put it as, then we will go for another buy at a later stage. So now what we can do is, let's start concentrating on our gold. Gold is already giving us a good profit, so we let's closely do the research and analyze on this. Then we will see how to get the maximum from this market. So right now the gold is showing the price as 58. So let's do a detailed analysis of gold. So the gold looking at the chart, I think it is making a multi-year high, and what we are seeing now is we are seeing a multi-year high with the price holding on to the previous high break, which means as long as this is trading above 3,500, okay, price is still expected to move higher, and we should see the price moving higher. Okay, then as far as the daily trend is concerned, okay, the daily trend is concerned, today we had a price break the previous day low, which we felt that the price has already seen the top. But since market is trying to push itself higher now, so we got to know that, okay, the high is yet to be seen, and what we have seen here is only the correction down on the hourly. So there is a strong indication that the correction down on the hourly is over. So we may see the price testing that 78 again. If it breaks, then we can expect the price to move higher. So now how can we trade this? Okay, what we are going to do is, okay, let's do on the hourly. So looks like the price is making a high, so we need to place our stop at 40. That means, we want to go for a additional buy. Okay, let's see the 30-minute. Okay, the 30-minute, see whether we can get a higher level stop. So what we can do, we can go for another entry, and with that stop at 47, and the first entry which we have already taken, the stop, we will try to also raise it slightly higher. Okay, let me see how we can trade this. Okay, now we are going to go for another buy. Okay, another buy at 52 or 53. For that we should put a stop at 48. Then the previous entry, we also raise our stop to 47 or 46. So let's put this trade, then we will see how we would go on with this trade. So now the previous one, we are going to raise it to 46. Okay, 46. And since now we are trying to go for a buy, okay, I think we can go for a buy at market. Okay, market with the stop at 46 half or 47. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I'm going for 0.3. Looks like the market is moving slightly higher. So we'll try to buy at 50 half. Since the market is already starting to move, okay, we'll try to go for 50 half, and stop for that is 45 half or 46. So we are going for another add-on entry, buying at 50 half and stop at 46. So later we will work on the TP, and we will do a detailed analysis on this. Okay, the same thing, we would go for a buy on the gold euro. Okay, gold euro, we should be looking to buy somewhere near 47, and that one, the stop should be 41 half. Okay, so let's go for another add-on entry. Okay. Okay, bar 47 half, I think is trading around that level. So I think we will hit the market. Okay, that one we will put a stop at 41 half. And the earlier one, the gold euro, the stop, I think we also need to raise it to 41 half. So in other words, if we are wrong, then probable is we won't be making anything, or we would not be making much. So I think we'll just go for this too. Then we don't want to go on for further add-on entry. Looks like the price is coming off fast, so we have to wait for the stability. Okay, I think it's gone. It's very fast. Okay, it's very fast, and looks like we got stopped out, and I think whatever profit is all taken. And this is what has been very quite stiff and quite tricky. Sometimes when we have a view, the price moves up and down, so sometimes we get ourselves caught, and we're supposed to be, see, just now we're supposed to be making about 1000 US, now become flat, and now I think we are losing even further. But anyway, so let's look into the chart again. Then I think the correction was steeper than expected. You see, earlier on it was trading above the high, and now this is trading below the open. Okay, so it looks like market is very choppy and very jittery. So I think we can't be going for a comfortable trade unless we can be pretty sure. Okay, now I think we have to start all over again, and we got to get back on track. So now so let's see, we'll wait for another 13 minutes, because this weakness is expected to continue for another 13 minutes. So if that is the case, let me see. Okay, I think I need to change the gold stop loss. I didn't change. Okay, this one I think it is moving very fast. So this one I think we will go for 41 half. Okay, we got stopped out again on the gold euro. Okay, it was very fast. It hit and stop, and right now I think we are down below by another $200 from our equity. So I think we got to be a bit careful now. So we are supposed to be making. That's why I said market has been so volatile. Okay, sometimes this happens, but we can't get away from this being a trader, especially when we are looking for. And always remember, when we trade, okay, there's this rule saying that cut your losses short, let your profits run. So when you are right, okay, try to capitalize and try to get the maximum move. So when we are wrong, so try to just get out as soon as possible, so at least we don't lose and especially with the price, especially if it goes below the equity, we got to be very careful. Okay, anyway, this move, okay, I'm not sure what move is this, okay, but price is still expected to go up, because we have yet to see the high. So now we got to wait for a re-entry again, okay, for the euro. So let's do this one more round. Okay, one more round. Okay, now our stop loss we got to put below 35. Okay, 35 being the stop loss, and this is 2 hour, meaning to say that okay, we have another 1 hour 10 minutes on this candle. Okay, so 35 is the stop. So we try to take a buy somewhere near 40 or 38 half. Okay, we can go for a buy at 40 or 38 half. So let's do this as a cautious trade again, because since we have already got stopped out and it was too fast before we react, so we will try to re-enter again. Okay, buying we'll go for 0.3, buying at 40 half and 35. Okay, the expiry we will give about 2 hours from now, and let this trade work its way. Okay, we still feel the high is still not seen yet. Okay, so that's the only thing. So we still have to be a buyer. We still have to stick to the buying side, and let's see. Okay, the same thing we will go for a buy on the Euro Aussie. I think we put at 30. Okay, I think that trade is still valid. So let that trade be. So as far as the TP is concerned, I think we will try to see whether the market is moving as we expected. Then we will try to increase the TP. So let's closely monitor again. So again, like I said, we would be trading, we'll be focusing on the most about 5. That means gold US, gold Euro, gold Aussie, Dow, and the Nasdaq. So we are looking for opportunities. We have to trade the market by the rules. So if we get stopped out, we'll try to go for re-entry and try to get the maximum. Okay, so but again, market is very choppy and jittery. So now let's see the re-entry for gold, euro. I think we have already put in. I think we have put one as 38. I think the one we cancel first. Okay, now we have to look for another entry for gold US. Okay, let's look at gold US, another entry. So here again we look at the stop. The stop should be either 35 or 33. Okay, 35 or 33, and the re-entry, okay, we are holding one at 44. So for that we have raised our stop to 41 half. Okay, so what we can do is, since we are still bullish, so that stop we reduce, then we will go for another buy at 40 half, and we will wait the stop at 35. So we'll go for another entry. So what we are going to do now is, okay, this stop we bring it down to 39. Okay, we are still bullish and our view is still not changed yet. Okay, so now let's go for a buy at 40 or 41, then put a stop at 35. Okay, now then later I'll be discussing with you again why I've decided to go for a buy. In fact, morning I was a bit bearish, but looks like we have not seen the high yet. If we have seen the high, then we should see the price closing below 3525 or 3510. Okay, so that is a clue we can bet on, or we can capitalize on. So again, like as I said, okay, even though we get stopped out, okay, we will try to go for the maximum profit, get a view, get a trading plan. Then we see whether the market responds to our view. If it responds, then we try to go for add-on trade. If it doesn't, then probably we try to close and exit. So that is what is going to be our trade model. So basically what we will be doing is, we will try to accumulate profit, okay, and when we lose, we'll try to go for the minimum, and when we make, we'll try to go for the maximum. So meaning to say, when we go for, like just now, I was confident that the price is going to break higher, okay, because until here it was a green candle, so I was pretty confident that this is the red, then after that it should be going up. But unfortunately this one tricked us, so we have paid the price for that trade and move. So now, okay, let me discuss one more time for those of you who have just joined. Basically you see here the weekly trend has been a multi-year high. So price is expected to push higher with a price target we are looking for is somewhere would be in extension, which is somewhere near 3605 and 3645, or even higher 3735. So that means that should be your final target for this up move. So the question is, okay, market, we are seeing an up move, and today is a I wouldn't say it's a down day. I mean, if it's a down day, then the price should be trading below the previous day low. But this is still, I mean, in fact, this morning it broke and it is trading within the trading band or range on the daily. So which means to say, so that means the uptrend is still intact on the weekly, and the uptrend is still intact on the daily, because as long as it doesn't close above 35.25, and only we are seeing a correction down on the hourly. So if we are right, we should see the price testing the high again, and we should see the price moving up. If this high holds, let's say the price moves below your current 360 low, which is 36 or lower, then probable is this might be a high confirmed. Okay, so now we have to wait for the price action to give us more clues. Of course, we have a projection, we have our analysis. So the only thing is, sometimes when we do a projection, we have to check whether the market is in rhythmatic mode of our projection, or whether is it synchronizing with our move or expectation. So now since I've given you this thing, and one more thing what we can see about this pattern is, okay, this looks like a Elliott wave pattern. So now this the wave 3 has completed here, and this is the wave 4. So the fifth wave is yet to be seen, which means to say the high is yet to be seen. So most likely we may get the high tomorrow, because if the non-farm payroll comes out to be bad, then as far as this market is concerned, I think market is already so-called discounted 0.25 cut. So now the question is, tomorrow data comes out to be bad, then we may get even a 0.5% cut. So chances are we may see the price spiking up tomorrow again. So let's see. So now our 40 half is been triggered. Okay, looks like, okay, market is weak. Okay, it looks like market is weak. So just now we had 2 orders got filled. Okay, I'm not sure whether you keyed in this order. So we had a buy at 40.8 is filled. Then I think, what was the other one? I'm not sure. Okay, just now we only had 2 trades. So I think the gold euro, okay, 40 half, I think that was filled. Okay, so we have 2 trades open. So let's give, and this, now we are into the new time belt. Okay, so now we are into the new time belt. So now we may get some clues or some clear signal from here. But of course, if we have seen more weakness, then I think we are wrong. Then probably, so we got to wait. Then we should see for more clues. So we don't want to add on more. So let this trade be, and let's see whether the market is responding to our call and our trading expectations. If the market is moving to our calls, then we will build the confidence. Okay, that's how you should be doing things. Of course, if you want to put an add-on trade, or you don't wish to put an add-on trade, that is up to you. Okay, I think the reason just now the goal came off was the ISM services PMI, which came out to be stronger than expected. So I think that is the data. So market was expecting 50.9 and came out to be 52. So that is the reason why we have seen a sudden drop on the gold, and we just have to see whether this market is stabilizing. Okay, so I think it's getting move negative, so looks like our view is wrong. Okay, so now what we should be doing is, okay, let me let me get this thing right. Okay, since this new time is showing a weakness, so I think I want to reduce my trade. So one, I'll try to close at 39 half. So take a loss. So at least we reduce our exposure. Okay, either we try to close at 39 or 39 half. Okay, try to close, and this one also. Okay, I don't want to add on anymore. I don't want to add on anymore. I think the market is moving very fast. So we'll try to close the other one also at 38. Okay, Aussie, I think we'll try to close it. We don't want to hold this anymore because market is moving in the opposite direction. Okay, I've closed the Aussie. So the gold US, I'm also trying to take a loss because this time belt is very critical. This, if this is showing weakness, then market may push lower. So now we have to change our view. So now let's try to close this. So at least, so we'll try to reduce the exposure. Okay, the 39 half also, I think I want to try to close at 38. Okay, we'll try to close. Okay, it's moving up. So market is moving very fast. Okay, the 39 half is also closed. Okay, so now let's start all over again. Okay, looks like market is not giving us any chance. Okay, so now let's see our view. See, the thing is, we are still bullish. Okay, like as I said, we are still bullish, and we just feel that the market is not made the high yet. So now it's a bit tricky here. So just now let's wait for this market to stabilize. So then we can't keep on taking losses. You see the market right now we went down to 35, now is coming back to 41. Okay, market is very fast. Okay, so right now I think I just want to stay sideline for a while, and let me see whether we have you see, we are very unfortunate, sometimes this is what happens, sometimes we are Okay, let's wait to see. Well, as of now, I don't have any view because the view is still same. I'm still bullish, but this weakness is a bit disturbing, So I mean I don't want to go for a sell either. So let's see whether we can see some more weakness. Then if we have seen the base, then we will go for a buy. Until then, I think I don't want to take any trades yet. So while we are waiting for the gold, okay, let's see where is our re-entry position. So what we can do is okay, 26, 25, 24, sorry, 24 should be our 24, 23 half should be our stop. So if we are going for a buy, since our stop is 23 half, so we see, let's try to go for a buy at 28 or 30, somewhere around that level as a buying level. So we'll put an order to buy at 30 with the stop below 23 half or 24. Then our TP, we will try to go in extension of this level, which is about, even today's high is about 63, 64. So probably around 62. So let's try one more attempt. And I don't want to go at the market because I am, since I've already got stopped out, and I don't want to chase the market, and also the view is yet to be changed. Okay, unless if the market closes today below 25 or 26, then it's going to be a downtrend. Okay, then the market probably tomorrow we should be going for a sell and hold. So we will go for buy at 30, stop at 24, and TP probably about 60. Okay, so we will put it as a day buy. Okay, again, see now market is trading at 44. You see how difficult it is trading. You just see, it's just like up down, Okay, so now let's assume that this is going to be the low, which is 35. So probably about 34. So what we will do, we will try to go for a small portion buy at 41 half, stop 34. That means we are betting that this is going to be a a temporary low. So if this happens, then price is expected to go higher. But of course, if it goes higher, then we can try to go, but of course we will be paying a higher price. Okay, see, our view is right, but we are just unfortunate, we just got stopped out and the market is turning in our favor. Okay, so now I want to go for a small lot. Okay, buying at 41 half and stop at 34 half, because that is, we are betting that is going to be the low. That means a temporary low is already been seen. So we are trying to go 0.2 at buying at 41 half. Of course, early on we projected 30, so that let it work. So we are not going to touch that trade. So now we will put in a buy at 41 half, stop at 34 half. The TP, we will try to work on this. So the same thing, we would try to look for a buy on the euro. Similar, we should be looking to buy at 40 half and stop at 35. Okay, stop at 35. So let me double check whether this is going to be the low. I think chances are this might be the low. So we'll go for another order buy again. This is 0.2, 40 half and 35. Okay, the TP will work later. Okay, so this is for gold euro. Same thing, gold Aussie also looks like we may have seen the low at 27. So we will try to go for a buy again. We are very unfortunate, very unfortunate. So we can't do anything on this. So we will try to 34, 54, 34 buying, stop at 27. Okay, there's $7 risk. Then the TP, we will work it out later. Okay, so we are going for, again, this is $7 risk, so I don't want to go with much okay, 54, 34, stop 27. Okay, the TP I'll work later. Okay, the gold gold US is filled 41.30. So we will try to get back on this trade, and we'll try to concentrate on this. So we have 3 trades in place. So another one is we're trying to buy gold euro at 40 half and buying to go for gold Aussie at 34. So let's say if this trade goes wrong again, then I think we will be stop trading for today and forget about it. Then we'll try to do it tomorrow. So that's how we should be managing our risk. So if again we get stopped out, I don't think, I don't want to trade again, and I think we would be getting emotional. We will be getting emotional. Then chances are, we may lose big money. So we don't want to take that risk. So market is being, okay, right now, like as I said, market is a bit confusing because this is the high, and if this is the major high, then this low has to break. That means it becomes a head and shoulders pattern, and we should see the price breaking this low, and correction should have started before tomorrow's data. But on the other hand, if this is not the high, then this low should be holding, and we should see this high tested and gives way soon. So let's see what is the outcome, okay, whether this is the high or the high is yet to be seen. So the same thing for euro, gold euro also same thing, high. So if this is the major high, then we should not see the price above this. We should see the price coming down again, okay. And I think our gold euro, that 40 half is also filled, okay, is also filled. And see, we are betting that this is the low. So if this is the low, then this should see the high break, and we should see the price. See, this is all about confidence in trading. See, normally we check all these levels to give us the confidence. So whenever we get in the right move, and whenever we get the right trade, then we will try to stick and try to make the maximum, so that is what. But sometimes it becomes that we lose. So sometimes it can be a bit frustrating as well. So now let's see what these two trades are going to give us. Okay, if this is, just now we saw that this is going to be the low. So now we got to see whether if this is the low or not. Okay, now let's look at 1 hour. Yeah, the price, either this should be the low, or we should see if this low breaks, we should see the low somewhere near 35.30, 30 half. I think that's where we put in the next order. So now let's closely monitor this trade. Okay, let's closely monitor this trade to see whether we are right, or whether we are going to pay the price again. Okay, if we are paying the price again, then I think we got to stay sideline. No, looks like, see, this is also again tricking us. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, again, I think second time we are being tricked. So maybe this one also, the stop I want to reduce by 50 cents. So I'm putting it the same level, and let's see how this Today is being a very tricky day. We will try to, I hope we will try to catch a big fish one of these days. Meaning to say that try to get the right move, then try to stay in the trade until it really gives us a big profit. But I don't know when this thing, because this can only happen when the market is in a good trending mode, and that is the only time we can expect that to happen. Like for the last couple of days, it was all the way up, 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 that kind of scenario. But unfortunately, when we try to get into the trade, and this is where the big correction happening. Okay, looks like we are going to get stopped out again. So if we are stopped out, then what I'll do is I'll just give a projected level one more time. Then after that, we will just, I think, knock off, because we don't want to add on more pressure to the losses. So while we are waiting, let's see the Dow. Okay, the gold US seems to be a bit weak. Actually, this thing all doesn't make sense, honestly. If you see here, we have seen a higher low. We should see the market showing some strength, and I don't see, we are seeing a big move, then all of a sudden, is trying to test again. When you see the strength, of course the confirmed signal would be above this high. Okay, while we are waiting for this trade, so let's discuss on the Dow. Okay, the Dow, we are long at 250, and right now is 330. Okay, 330. And what we feel, this market is on the day. This is a day chart. So on the day, this is trading above the previous day high, which means to say today we can see the price move towards 460 and 550. Okay, 460 and 550. But of course, the high is not seen yet according to our analysis. So probably if it breaks this high, then we might see the price pushing even higher. Okay, so now how can we trade this? Where can we exit? So now today is a range with an upside view. Okay, then hourly also is showing some strength, so probable we should see the price hitting 515. Okay, so 515, so we'll put a conservative TP at 480. Okay, 480 somewhere here. So what we will do, so this TP we will put it as 480, and the stop loss I want to raise it to 185. Okay, so I've raised my stop to 185 and I put my TP at 4580. So now your gold US and the gold euro still not showing any stability yet. So we have a gold US buy order, so that let it be that as our final attempt. Then we have gold Aussie. I think this is also let it be, but of course I think I'll work the price target. Okay, I'll work for the price target and give it to you. So now let's see the gold US and the gold euro to see a TP. So if you look at gold US, so what I'm betting is market has seen the low and the high is not seen yet. That is what we are betting on. So but most likely, if this market is going to be in a tight range, then probably the next major resistance would be around 62. Okay, 62, 61, that should be your resistance, and once it breaks this level, then the 78 will be tested, and if it breaks, then we would see the price moving to the new highs. So now looking at this, so I want to put my gold US TP at 61. Okay, what I see, what I do, I try to key in this level, so at least I don't get any emotional trade, by looking at the move. So the next one is gold euro. The gold euro, similar situation. We will try to exit at 3055. So we have bought at 40, so we will try to exit at 55. Okay, so this is 55. Of course, if there is more strength, then we can expect the price to go further up. Okay, so then the same thing for gold Aussie. Probably around 60. Okay, maybe 55 to 60. So we'll put it as 55. Put very conservative, 5455. So we have keyed in all the TP. So let's see how we can get the maximum out of this. Okay, the only thing is, I mean, of course, I wouldn't say that, okay, we are wrong, but today has been very choppy. It's been very choppy, and we didn't expect this down move to be so strong. So let's see. And of course, when you are trading, okay, of course, I just want to just share with you to see. All you got to do is just put in a 1 minute chart in front of you and see whether the the previous high and low breaks. That would be one of the simplest way of managing the trade. So that means to say, for what I'm saying is, if the price can move above this high, this shows strength. If the price goes below this low, this shows weakness. But of course, in between, then this is a range and congestion. Okay, so today I think is another unlucky day, and we should have made good money. I mean, in fact, we were making about 2% at one point, and it became uh, loss, and all our profits got evaporated. And this is what happens sometimes. That's where I always tell you that you got to make your own decisions, individual decisions. Once you are happy, once you have seen your price target reached, and once you are able to take that profit, just get away with it. So that is the thing you have to take note. Okay, so any questions before I send the session? So tomorrow, I think tomorrow would be very volatile, because just giving you a hint that tomorrow I believe that. Okay, let me share with you the non-farm payroll data. Okay, and the non-farm payroll previous was 73K, and market forecast is 75K, and unemployment market is forecasting to be 4.3, and the average hourly earnings is about 0.3. So what we are expecting is most likely tomorrow's data might be a disappointing data. So chances are we may see the price slightly just like ADP came out to be today, maybe not even 75K, maybe even lower. But of course, if tomorrow the figures comes out to be negative, okay, meaning to say instead of job creation, maybe job losses, then for sure we can expect the gold to spike up. Okay, spike up, and we can expect a lot of trade, choppiness, tomorrow. So tomorrow is the day to. I think tomorrow we may have the session a bit early, because non-farm payroll maybe we may want to have during that data, maybe early. So at least we see if there is any big move, then we'll try to capitalize on the move. Okay, before we go off, okay, once again we are seeing the Dow slightly showing some strength, okay, which is a good sign. So now we are seeing the gold euro moving up. Okay, we need to see a clear break of 45, then we can see further strength. So what I'm going to do here is, since I've already taken few losses, so I want to raise my stop to cost. So in the event if it comes down, so at least I don't lose, so I'll go for a break even on this. So then I think that's about it. So let's monitor the trade for a while. After that we decide how to do. But today, again, this is not a good day. Sometimes this thing happens. Okay, now the gold euro is showing strength. Gold Aussie is also showing strength. Gold US still lacking strength. We need to see a clear break of 48. This is a 1 minute chart. Yeah, so either 45 and 48 breaks, then we should see the price moving higher. Okay, so let's see how this trade comes and manage. Okay, so good luck to you guys, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Okay, thank you, bye.